Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kennesaw State Owls Dynasty here on College Football 25. Our Owls enter at 0-2 here to start the Year 2 season, although we are here at home for the first time as we make our home opener here from Fifth Third Stadium as we're set to host the Arkansas State Red Wolves, who enter at 1-2. The Red Wolves come off a 66-3 loss last time out at the hands of Iowa State as they look to get some dignity back in this one. Although our Owls still seeking our first win here in this Year 2 season, come off a tough loss last time out on the road against Indiana. And then, of course, going back to Week 1, we fell against a ranked Wake Forest team. As we are going to receive the ball to start here today, as we are now underway from Fifth Third Stadium. Takeem Wallace going to start us off on the return. See if we can make something happen here. Try to spin to the outside, breaks an arm tackle, and still only gets up to the 17. As we are going to have Devon Stanzi, the freshman quarterback out of Macon, Georgia, 5'11", 211 pounds. And he's going to make his first career start for Kennesaw State here today. Davis Bryson has started every game at quarterback to start this dynasty. The first, I believe, 14 games. But now Devon Stanzi, we're going to make a change back there. Not so much to the fault of Bryson, but just trying to get some fresh life back there and try to energize this team a little bit. We'll start Gabriel Benyard, just 1 yard off the counter. We're going to try to open things up a little bit this week on offense, but still just, keep it simple. We've really struggled with pass protection, and we have rotated the offensive line a little bit. Dodge Soser now at left tackle, making his first start of the year. JT Pennington goes from left tackle to left guard. Devon Stanzi, we're just going to dump that off for Carson Kent. Nice easy read. Try and get Stanzi in rhythm here as that'll go for 9. Going to set up a 3rd and inches. Stanzi also a gem athlete who projected best at quarterback. And now 3rd and inches will go back to Benyard, who barely gets ahead for the first. Also Ethan Newman making his first start of the year at right tackle. Now we'll go stretch with Gavin Garcia, his first time out there. And it looks like it's going to come back to a hold. That was on the aforementioned Ethan Newman there at right tackle. We're going to go screen here, but I think we'll just try and catch him off guard with a run. 1st and 19 to try to make some of this up. As they do get some good crash there on the interior, just 3 yards, now 2nd and 16. Now again, they go with the light box, kind of tempted to just feed it to Garcia here. And I think we will just give that a shot. Hopefully we can get some good blocking up front. Garcia, another hold it looks like, although Garcia did get good yardage that time. And I think that might be Newman again. If that is, that's absolutely pitiful opening drive for him as it is. So 2 holding calls for Ethan Newman. So maybe our changes on the offensive line, not the best. But hopefully he just needed to kind of get into rhythm a little bit. As it's now 2nd and 26. We might just dump this off for Benyard. Depends where that slot corner, how he plays Bohannon. And we'll just give it to Benyard there. I didn't realize the corner there reacted extremely well to that one, crashing down. And Benyard had absolutely no time to make anything happen. And those holding penalties really set us back now, all the way back to the 13. 3rd and 25. Stanzi on the drop back. Try for Bohannon there. As he does come back to the ball, he makes the play. Brian Bohannon. I want to say, I think that was, 35 yards? Or is it Blake Bohannon? I think that's actually Blake Bohannon. I always get them all mixed up. There's Brian Bohannon, Blake Bohannon, and Braden Bohannon. And what a play there. Bohannon, I've mentioned it time and time again, how clutch he is there on 3rd down. He just always seems to get open. That time, Arkansas State probably not expecting Devon Stanzi to work it down the field like that in that spot, but it works out for us now at the 48, 1st down. Try another downfield shot, this time for Carson Kent, and the tight end can't hang on. Now 2nd and 10 at the 48. Try a screen here for Garcia. As we can't get the throw off, that's been an issue for us trying to set up these screens. And Devon Stanzi ripped down before you could get the throw off. Now I think we'll try a slot corner. Maybe Bohannon on that little screen. Stanzi takes the snap. We'll try Benyard, and I don't know about that one. Thrown into a group of Arkansas State defenders as this drive stalls out. A long one. We ran a bunch of plays just to make it to the 48. Although, those 2 holding calls really hurt us. Let's see if Hewitt can get a good one here. Looks like it's going to be blocked. And Joshua Hewitt was ripped down, double pumped, and could not get the punt off as the Red Wolves special teams makes a huge impact play early on. You see the impact players there, Jaquez Cross at running back and Websley Etienne, a standout corner on this team. Very good special teams play there as Joshua Hewitt kind of, like I said, struggled to get that one off as Arkansas State will start the game in tremendous territory here at the tremendous starting field position here at the 38-yard line. Jalen Rayner was 5 out of 22 last week in that tough defeat against Iowa State. Going to keep it this time to open the game, get 6. Now a 2nd and 4. As they give it a cross for the first time. Good vision there as he'll work ahead for 10. Now 1st down at the 22. They're just going to go for the screen here. Good blocking develops and a good tackle there by Sidney Porter, getting through the congestion and making the stop. Now 2nd and 3 at the 16 inside the red zone for the first time. They'll go back to Cross. And he's taken down after getting the 1st down. Rayner takes the snap. A lot of time to throw. Has a man open there, and he is going to find the end zone as Arkansas State is going to jump up. Good read there by Rayner. Good patience in the pocket. And the Red Wolves take advantage of that tremendous starting field position as they find pay dirt on their opening drive. It was important for Jalen Rayner to kind of get some confidence here to start after a very tough outing last week. Off the RPO. Should have threw that one as Gabriel Benyard swallowed in the backfield, -5. Now backed up 2nd and 15. We'll try a double post. Stanzi takes the snap. We'll just dump that for Benyard. Has some room as he's going to break a tackle and then knock down after 8. So we do get some of that yardage back now. 3rd and 7. We'll try stick bubble. Stanzi takes the snap. Try for Benyard over the... Moss. As Christian Moss, a good play. Working across the field. A clutch catch there. 8 yards to move the chains. 1st down now at the 36. We'll go to Benyard here. He gets ahead for 4. Now 2nd and 6. Garcia checks into the game. And he will get the handoff here. Gets ahead for 3. Less than 2 minutes now left in this first quarter. 3rd and short. We have Moss there on the slant, and he hangs on another 3rd down catch here from Christian Moss. It's been slow going for him since transferring over prior to last season from Virginia Tech, but trying to get him more incorporated this year. Now 1:30 remaining in the quarter. 1st and 10. Go back to Gavin Garcia. Good blocking this time. Good spin move to get a little separation as he works ahead for 14. Now 1st down at the 30. Good chip block there up front as Garcia will work ahead for another 9. 2nd and 1. We're going to try to hit him with a play action cross here, but a light box. We won't get overzealous. We'll just take what they give us. Try and get the 1st down here with Quay Ashley as he checks in for the first time. And he actually doesn't quite get it. So it will be 3rd and inches. We don't have to call a play here, but I think we'll just get the 1st down and take that into the 2nd quarter. Benyard has not been too great running the football today, trying to get him more touches as Garcia has mainly been the guy back there. But 7-0 after the 1st quarter. Arkansas State, of course, had that punt block, although their offense only 37 yards to show for it. We're already over, or almost over 100. I think just too short of eclipsing 100 yards, as we do have a 1st and 10 here to open the 2nd quarter. We go wide cross flood here to open. As Stanzi takes the snap. Going to try and step up and run. We do have some room. Good block there as Stanzi going to work ahead for 14. That was Christian Moss with that block down the field, which opened up a few more yards there for Devon Stanzi on the scramble. Now 1st and goal at the 4. Stanzi takes the snap, going to roll to the right. Stanzi on the move. And he's going to just jump ahead for the touchdown, his first career touchdown. He saw some snaps back in week 1 in that loss to Wake Forest. I think ended 5 for 11, maybe 45 yards, but handed the keys to the offense here this week in his first career start. And, you know, the first drive wasn't too bad, just some penalties, as we said, and this time just using his legs to finish this one. His arm hasn't been bad, you know, his arm's been pretty well But of course, still just very early in this first start for him. But it's nice to find him play with some rhythm, play with some composure, as Britton Williams hits the extra point, and we're now tied up early in the second. Arkansas State now on for the return. They're going to take it out of their own end zone, and not a wise choice, brought down at the 16. The Red Wolves back out there, a longer field to work with this time. We'll see if that matters at all. Trying to keep him out of the end zone to go. Play action here. Definitely bit on that as Rayner tried to get rid of it. I had Dennis Johnson in that spot right where the ball landed, but I was helping out with the receiver over the middle, which kind of worked out for Arkansas State. Now they go empty here, 2nd and 10. As Rayner takes the snap. Good route there on the in and out. And that's Taj Fatt, freshman linebacker, making his first appearance here, along with Devon Stanzi, 2 players in that year 1 recruiting class. Taj Fatt, also an athlete, a run-stopping linebacker. First down, Arkansas State, now at the 26. Rayner over the middle, and a good stop there by DJ Stewart. Read that, maybe a half step late to really impede that pass, as the receiver was able to hang on despite the contact. Now 2nd and 4. Then we'll go to Jaquez Cross. Good hole opens up. Breaks the tackle. Works ahead for 13. Now first down as they approach midfield. Again, they'll go with Cross. And a good tackle there by Dennis Johnson in backside pursuit. Try nickel 2 trap this time here on 2nd and 8. And they're going to go play action. And that's intercepted by Devin Ross. The redshirt freshman Devin Ross, a foot race here, as he's going to be brought down. A good angle there by the running back, Hampton, I believe, to bring down Devin Ross. But an impact play here from Ross. We've moved him up the depth chart a little bit, I think, for this game, just to get him a little more playing time. And he turns in a spectacular play to flip the field here. Now we're going to take over at the 28. The fans going crazy, as you can almost feel, the sense of victory. Despite the early goings of this game. Devin Ross, a very good break on that ball to get in front of the receiver. Not a really good throw there from Jalen Rayner, but we're not going to complain about that. And I think here we'll go with the jet pass. It's going to go to Benyard, working behind the line of scrimmage here. See if we can work him outside. Get some, hopefully he can get the angle here. And a good pursuit by that number 6 there, as he followed Benyard the whole way and was there to greet him once he got the exchange. Now 2nd and 10. Stanzi takes the snap. Go for Dobson as he reaches out for that one. 6 yards, now a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4, we're going to go X spot here. Although I am tempted to just audible and give it to Benyard, but it's not giving us the audible option for whatever reason, so we're going to roll with it. 3rd and 4 here. And we have Carson Kent over the middle, and he hauls that in for the touchdown. We stuck with the play, and it worked out. As Carson Kent, his first touchdown of the season. He's been one of the more consistent options in the passing game as our starting tight end the past 2 seasons. Although he has had his fair share of drops, but great to see him find the end zone. The first passing touchdown and first rushing touchdown for Devon Stanzi come here in the same quarter, as Stanzi's hung there in the pocket, took a big hit as he threw, and delivered that one for Carson Kent, as Kennesaw State will jump ahead here off the turnover, as it's now 14-7 from Kennesaw. The Red Wolves will start this drive at the 13 after another poor return on the kickoff. Rayner maybe a little rattled after the interception. Going to go play action here. And he's going to go down the field. And Devin Ross just barely able to get back to that one. A very good ball dropped right in the bucket downfield from Jalen Rayner. The receiver had Ross beat by about a step, it seemed, but could just not haul that one in, as we kind of catch a break that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10 as they remain at the 13. Rayner has a man there at the sideline as Tyler Hollum reacts but couldn't force the ball free. And now Arkansas State going to bring some tempo as they hurry back up to the 30. Rayner going to go screen here, and that will get 6. 2nd and 4, we hit the 6-minute mark as this first half of play kind of winds down. They go play action. They're just going to spring that one out for Cross, who leaked out of the backfield off the fake. And he'll take that up ahead for the first. Now more than halfway through this first half of play, 14-7. Rayner another drop back. Going to go over the middle of the field as he finds his man for 8. Also at this point in the day, a terrible glare on my TV, so it is kind of hard to see spots of the field, but those are the impediments you have to endure in these in these games. So first down there for Arkansas State as they have another fresh set here, trying to even it up or at least get some points back. As they'll go another fake, and he's going to find his man. We had Dennis Johnson in coverage, and we couldn't catch up. And the diving tackling in this game just offers nothing at all. I find it kind of useless unless you're like super, in the proximity of the ball carrier, but really doesn't provide anything. McCrumbie there, the tight end, will find the house. 4:20 remaining in the half as the Red Wolves are set to tie it up, pending the extra point. Devon Stanzi back at there. Got to be riding high after consecutive touchdowns as Benyard gets another carry, only 1. Now on 2nd and 9 at the 16 with the light box. I think we just might go read option here. We'll give to Garcia. Going to bounce off the, press the line pretty well there, gets 4. 3rd and 5 at the 21. We'll go Y stick. Stanzi takes the snap, trying Moss. And again, he hangs on, really, proving why he's the #1 receiver on our depth chart. Hanging on to, they're nothing crazy, but, there are these catches that we really haven't converted on throughout the course of this dynasty. But it's nice to see Moss kind of proving to be the guy who can reel those ones in tight spots. Now at the 31, a fresh set, good blocking. Garcia as he gets ahead for 10 or 11. We don't have to call a play here before the 2-minute warning if we don't want to, but we will. We'll give it to Garcia here. And we'll certainly take the result as he gets ahead for 7 or 8. Now 2nd and 3 at the 49. Knocking on the door of midfield. Stanzi takes the snap. Gonna try to maneuver a little bit. Does find some room as Devon Stanzi fumbles. And it's scooped up by one of our linemen there downfield. Going back to that week 1 game where we had Stanzi out there, I think he fumbled once or twice. So that time he does spring free for a nice gain. I think, 13 yards maybe? A very nice gain there. First down. Now we'll go to Benyard, try and stretch this one out. As I wasn't seeing that corner there. Otherwise we wouldn't have been so wide with it, as that's going to be a 5-yard loss. Now at the 43. I don't know if I like. We'll just go inside zone split here, even on 2nd and 15. Just try and get some of this yardage back. As Garcia takes the snap and only gets a couple. Now listen, 40 seconds remaining. We actually still have 2 timeouts, but we're going to try a screen here. I guess we should leave a little bit of time just in case. Don't want to give them too much if we don't convert here. Call the snap, try and get the screen off. We do get it for Garcia. A lot of room to run, although he's going to be caught there in pursuit. So that's going to make a 35, or bring us to the 35. And why did the clock run down so much? I didn't think it would go all the way down to 0. I was going to call a timeout with like 2 seconds left, but it didn't even give me that option. Oh my goodness. What a lapse there. I mean, not that, a 52-yard field goal is a gimme, but we have really improved in that aspect, and wow, we're kind of robbed a chance there. I know like the runoff with the accelerated clock, but I thought, towards the end of the half in those situations, they'll leave at least a few seconds for you in that spot. Why would you want to run it all the way down? But whatever, that's behind us now, I guess. So just give it up to a coaching lapse there. Blame it on me, blame it on Josh Terry. We take accountability here, so definitely we're not going to let that happen again as we do go into the half. 14-14. A very clean half of play for our Owls, although Arkansas State is going to start with it here, and that is going to sting. But like I said, we can't think about that, can't dwell on it, as we're set for another half of play here. And that's Tykeem Wallace, a very good tackle there, working through a block. Wow, those are the things that are kind of embarrassing. You're like, ooh, I got to find a way to edit that out, but we just live on here. We are transparent in this dynasty. They go with the touch jet pass here, and that'll get 8. Arkansas State brings out the jumbo formation here, so we'll go with linebacker blitz. As I don't know why Tyler Hollums such a bad angle there, crashing down. It's going to go for 75 yards as Arkansas State, they bring out the 3 tight ends, and it ends up in a 75-yard explosive play that we certainly were not expecting. Chambers finds the end zone there for the Red Wolves as they start this second half with a bang as they retake the lead. So between that blunder to end the first half and then just a quick hit there of unfortunate series of events, Kennesaw State back out there trailing again as Garcia takes that for 2. We're going to try and get Garcia a little bit more involved here, as he's certainly been the better runner compared to Benyard, as he'll take it again here. Fumbles, and just as I say that, he coughs it up at the 26, and again, kind of going back to that blocked punt earlier, the Red Bulls will take over in tremendous field position here. A chance to double their lead in striking distance. This game has certainly not gone our way on the last, handful of plays. What a change. As they go play action, they do get it underneath for the tight end who slipped out, as he'll work that down for 19. As I said last week, Jalen Rayner was 5 for 22. This week, he's looking like a first-team All-American. Hits his man there on the screen off the fake, and just like that, the Red Wolves 2 quick touchdowns to start this second half. And our offense really has to answer now. Our back's against the wall. We'll see how Stanzi and co can respond. All right, so a lot of work to do all of a sudden, and we'll keep Garcia out there even after he coughed it up on the last offensive play. Go right back to him here on the inside zone. And also work off a couple tackles and get 7. Now at this point trailing, you just got to realize you still have a lot of time. The offense has been playing well, but just kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. I'll go back to Garcia, and very good crash there as Arkansas State was all over that one. Now 3rd and 5 at the 30. We'll go stick bubble. Stanzi takes the snap, trying to get Dobson there in that crease, and we do find him in that soft spot as that goes for 20 down to midfield. Stanzi has looked very comfortable in these 4 receiver sets. We don't use them too frequently, but of course in passing situations, got to bring out more receivers, and a new addition to this year's playbook. And that one, a bad one as it's undercut. We stared down the barrel too long looking there at Benyard, kind of in the flat, and that's going to go for a pick 6. Dante Joyner brings that back for the Red Wolves, and this one is getting ugly quick. We're not even halfway through this third quarter, and already Arkansas State 3 touchdowns. What is that, in 3.5 minutes? About a touchdown per minute here to start, and the Kennesaw State fans in disbelief. Kind of a poor read there from Stanzi. If you're going to go to Benyard, kind of have to make that decision a little bit quicker. I don't know if we really scanned our progressions too well on that one. Certainly didn't expect Dante Joyner to be, sitting underneath there to take it back the other way. But now a 14-14 game at the half has totally turned into kind of a blowout here. But you got to keep that same stance I had to open that drive. You're still, have a lot of time left. A 3-possession deficit is certainly nothing easy to overcome. But, you just got to stay positive and keep executing your game plan. So now 1st down as our Owls down 3 scores. Stanzi on the drop back here. Try Carson Kent, and he can't hang that one in. Or he can't haul that one in, rather. Now 2nd down, Quay Ashley now the back. As he does get the carry, and he'll get 7. We go inside zone here with Garcia, as he does get ahead for the 1st. Now we'll go halfback circle, try and get Benyard here on the angle. And he is not going to haul that one. Another poor read. We kind of stuck to that read. I think we might have had something near sideline, but just we're not as cognizant of it as we should have been. Now 2nd and 10. Yeah, it's not giving me the option audible here, so we'll just roll with it. Stanzi takes the snap. And I meant to go for Kent that time, but we ended up just dumping it off for Benyard. I mean, at least it was a completion, but not where we were going, not where we were trying to go with that one. Now less than 6 minutes left here in the 3rd. Hopefully we can get something here rolling to the sideline. Try and get Benyard as he comes back to it, and he hangs on through the hit. 12 yards and a 1st down. Now more than halfway through this third quarter. Try counter here to the weak side, but still Arkansas State all over it. Their run defense has really come alive here as we've gone on. Now 2nd and 12. We're going to go scat, but I think we'll go read option instead. And we should not have kept with Stanzi. Another bad read. We probably had a nice lane there over the middle. Again, I'm going to attribute that one to the glare on the screen. It's really a kind of a... I need to get some better shades in this room when I'm playing at this time of the day. So now 3rd and very long here for Kennesaw State. Need some magic this time. Stanzi going to step up, try and get Benyard there. And he does find him on the move. Benyard gets a little bit of separation there over the middle. And I think that was 7 yards for the first down now at Arkansas State's 43. Start this set. Give for Garcia. He gets ahead for 9. Fumbles again. Oh my goodness. He was definitely hit hard that time, but that's our 3rd fumble of the game. Luckily only 2 were lost, or I'm sorry, 1 was lost. We were able to recover 2 of our own, but we should not be fumbling that much, I don't think. Now 2nd and 3 at the 36. Go back to Ashley as he maneuvers a little bit. Good running there. Crafty run works down to the 21. Another first down here for the Owls. And we'll see if Garcia can hang on to it this time. As he'll get 6. 2nd and 4. We'll try a stretch this time. See if he can win that angle to the outside. Good blocking as Garcia does have the angle. And Garcia has the end zone as he launches in there for the touchdown. Now a 2-score game. You know, we're going to have to work back little by little as we do find the end zone for the first time here in this second half of play. Number 21 going to puts number 20 on the board for us, but of course pending the extra point will be 21. And now our defense is going to have to answer the call. Now let's see if the Owls can do anything to kind of disrupt Jalen Rayner. He's been in rhythm all day. Start a run here for Cross. He's going to win the outside leverage there, gets 13. Pass rush really hasn't been there, nor have we gotten any sacks, although he is getting rid of the ball pretty quick, so you're not really going to be able to rack up sacks when he's getting rid of it quick. That time had some patience. Already 4 touchdown passes for Rayner as he's now at 240 in the yardage category. That time a 9-yard completion. I think that was Jaquez Cross. Now 2nd and short at the 47. Going to keep. And we were a step late there with Rayner, as Stewart not going to be able to hang with McCrumbie over the middle. And Arkansas State just like that at our 26-yard line. Rayner getting calls from the sideline there. Less than a minute left in this third quarter. And they go for the end zone, and that drops right over the head of Tyler Hollum, and making now 5 touchdown passes for Jalen Rayner, and there's nothing we can do in this game to stop him. I mean, I guess we haven't had our nickel out there as much, but we can't really, we're kind of expecting him to run a little bit more here down the stretch with a big lead. Although Rayner has done very well off the RPOs, off the play fakes. 17 out of 20 now, just under 300 passing yards with now 5 touchdowns. And you got to say he's probably on his way, if not already, one of the most decorated passing performances in Arkansas State history now. Less than a minute in the third, they double our lead, 42-21. We'll see if Wallace can make anything happen, but as is typically the case, really not much coverage there. Now at this point in time, you know, not really on your side as we head towards the end of this third quarter. You know, before we kind of had time, you could still kind of be methodical. You can afford that, but after the defense gives up another score, now you kind of have to have a little more foot on the gas. As Stanzi going to try and work away at pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Almost got back to the line, but Brian Whitehead there to wrap him up. Now we'll go jet touch pass here to Benyard to end this third quarter. Carson Kent got a block. Garcia, I thought he was going to be able to get a block, and if he did, we would have had some room to run. So we actually do work out of bounds, which means we can't bring it into the fourth. Oh, actually, the clock will continue to run. So 42-21, this one really got away from us. But you know, if you've been watching, I don't think it's as bad as it seems. A lot of tough breaks. You know, in some games you need the luck, you need to get the bounces, and we just really haven't gotten any bounces in this game. besides, I guess, that interception earlier, which led to a go-ahead touchdown. But, of course, nothing doing after that, as Arkansas State 3 scores in the first 3 minutes of this second half. Just really took the wind out of our sails, to say the least. Now 3rd and 8, we'll try a corner strike here. Stanzi hangs there in the pocket, and he does find Bryce Dobson, and he hooks up for 14. Try a halfback split dive now to Garcia, as he does have a lot of room to run. Breaks an arm tackle, and he stumbles ahead for 17. Garcia now over 100 rushing yards. The Kent State transfer. 10 minutes now left in the game. Stanzi try going over the middle for Carson Kent. He hauls that in. 2nd and 1. We'll now try to hurry it up a little bit. Let's try verticals. I don't know how well this will work, if at all. Actually, no, we're just going to go to a run. Let's give it up the middle here for Benyard. As he does pick a decent lane there, gets 6. Now we'll go wide cross here at the 34. Stanzi takes the snap over the middle there. We have Kent. And we tried the catch and run, but we probably should have just went conservative there, as he can't hang on through the contact. Now we'll bring out the 2 tight ends, go play action. I think we haven't ran any play action so far today, and that one we're just going to have to get rid of. Thought we might be able to catch him off guard with that one. Have Stewart kind of underneath there, but we were not able to find him now. 3rd and 10 at the 34. We'll try the scat concept. And Stanzi's going to swing that for Benyard. And Benyard only going to get 8. Now 4th and 2 at the 26. Of course, we have to go for it. I do kind of feel confident here with the 2 tight ends set in these short yardage situations. Shotgun A slot will go Z spot. Kind of tempted to give it to Garcia, but I think we might be able to get Stewart there. Or Moss. Oh no, the defender, was impeded Moss there. That should have been illegal contact, kind of what we had earlier. But nothing called. I don't know if Arkansas State had a single penalty all game, actually. That's a tough turnover on downs here at the 26-yard line. 8:28 remaining. And our defense just really needs a confidence boost at this point. Rayner gives to Cross a good stop there by Bryant. That's the Texas transfer. We really haven't called his name much over the first couple games, but here it's good to see him get that run stop. As now Arkansas State going to bring out the 3 tight end set. Last time they got a 75-yard pass out of this formation. 2nd and 9. And then we'll go back to Cross as he's wrapped up there in a crowd. 3rd and 5 now. Now at the 31, they'll go back to Cross. See if Johnson can make the run stop. He can't, as Cross gets ahead to the 42. Only 8 rushes for Cross. I really thought they would incorporate him a little bit more, but instead Rayner, they've just given him the keys and let him kind of let it loose here today. As they go back to the run. Strong stiff arm there against Brandon Hillman. Breaks 2 more tackles, and that's not even Cross. That's the spellback. I think Hampton it is. And he's just some tough running there. Breaks an arm tackle, breaks 2 more tackles as he works into Kennesaw territory now at the 34. And Arkansas State again threatening, as our defense hasn't provided any opposition here today. Any counter punch, as there's Tosh Fat, the freshman. Only a 2-yard gain for Cross. Now 2nd and 8, less than 5.5 remaining in the game. We go back to Cross, sidesteps a strong stiff arm, and then a team effort there between Johnson and Bryant to bring him down. 3rd and 5. A stop here would definitely be good for the psyche. As Rayner delay give there for Cross, and Delius Johnson wraps him up there just short of the first down marker. And as you would expect, the Red Wolves are going to stay aggressive here, up 21 points, and just go for it here on 4th and 1. Going to bring the nickel blitz. Quick one there, as they do find it. Very good execution on these just short completions all game for Arkansas State, as they do get the conversion there and get some not valuable time, but they'll allow a lot of time now to run off the clock. Less than 4 minutes here as they set up at the 24. Another give for Cross as he springs ahead to the outside. So much speed and quickness there. Jumps over a man and tackled finally there at the 2-yard line. We have not seen quickness like that. Just he was so quick to just burst outside. Really nothing we can do in that situation, against Jacquez Cross. Now Rayner going for touchdown number 6, and he will find it as the Red Bulls staying aggressive here after, losing 66-3 last week. They had to get some dignity back. As I said, Nick Chambers, is that his 3rd touchdown of the day? 5 catches for 3 scores, 96 yards, I think it just said there. And this game, what a first half it was, and it just totally got away from us, like I said, as the Red Bulls now up by a lot. If it wasn't a lot already, it is certainly a lot now. Now just 3:19 remaining. Try and get some more points on the board with a strong closing drive here. We'll still leave Stanzi out there. Maybe if we had like another freshman, maybe we would throw him out there, see what he can do. But really not much potential right now in our quarterback room. All our quarterbacks pretty much maxed out besides Stanzi. We'll just keep here for Garcia. Splits through a lane there, and we'll get 4. Now less than 3 minutes here. We'll go Y cross flood. Stanzi on the drop back over the middle. We'll have Bohannon. He can't hang on there. I think he can only catch it when it's 3rd down. I think that's what his stick is. So 3rd and 6 now at the 29. Stanzi takes the snap. Good rush there. I thought we were going to be able to step up to counter that wide rush there along the arc. And that's Brian Whitehead, his 4th tackle for loss. 2nd sack, and now it's 4th and 8. I'll try a Z spot here. Hopefully we can at least move the chains. If Arkansas State gets it back, they're probably just going to go for another score, try and drop a 50 bomb on us. Quick one there from Moss, and very poor depth on that route as we turn it over again. Kind of, I guess, when you're down so much, it's really hard to kind of stay focused and stay in it, as opposed to if it's a close game or even a game that you're leading. As now they're going to try and go outside here for Cross. Spins off a tackle and then brought down by Jam Warren. As that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. But of course, when you're facing such a big deficit, it's really hard to, keep the focus and try to stay composed. But even like I said earlier, still I'm kind of happy with this game despite, what it turned into. There's a lot of things to like. And as I said, we just didn't get any of the bounces. I mean, I don't know if that's biased or not, but I feel like we just really did not get any luck in this one. As it looks like the Red Bulls will have some mercy on us. They're going to let the clock roll down, although they are going to keep calling plays. As Rayner going for touchdown pass number 7. Another give there to Cross, stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Sidney Porter. And I think that might be like our first tackle for loss of the day. And it's so weird because our defense was so strong in the first 2 weeks against Power 4 schools, and now here against Arkansas State, who just dropped a field goal last week. We're now really struggling. I don't think we forced a single punt. The only stop we've gotten, good hit there by Brandon Hillman going downhill. The only stop we got all game was that interception. And maybe we should have known we were in for a long day after they blocked that punt. As are they going to call one more play here? Why not? I'm sure they will. They do not. So we fall here in our home opener in year 2, 49-21. A game that seemed so promising there in the first half just turned super ugly as we were outscored 35-7 in the second half. And of course, when you're trailing, the play calling changes, your urgency changes. And there's Jalen Rayner. What a performance, 297. I think every quarterback so far has completed over 80% against us. And Rayner 6 touchdown passes. What a day for him here. Ran the ball well, went in limited sample size. Only 10 carries, 12 carries there for Cross, but Rayner absolutely stole the show, and as I said earlier, really needed that bounce back as we'll go through the box score here to end the episode. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Tough game, it seemed very good early on, but still a promising game, I would say, from the true freshman, Devon Stanzi. 202 passing, 63%, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, which of course went for that pick 6. Gavin Garcia had his best day so far, so we have a lot to build off between Garcia and Stanzi. Banyard really did not perform out of the backfield like we had wanted. Stanzi had some good rushes. Banyard over 50 receiving yards on just 8 catches, so 6.6 yards per catch for Banyard. That's not really going to get the job done. Kent had that touchdown. Dobson and Moss had a few good catches as well defensively. No sacks, only 1 tackle for loss, and that 1 interception to Devin Ross. But as always, everybody, it's been real and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.